One Word is a podcast that gives students a platform to voice what matters to them. Guests will arrive with one word that exemplifies their experience at our school. The podcast then goes deeper into unraveling why that word and experience resonates with them. Vocalize, reveal, and validity in one word. Our School of Science 11 students are setting out on a trip to the Netherlands tomorrow. Are they ready? What do they expect to get out of their experience there? Here is part one, before the Netherlands trip.
Hello and welcome to the One Word podcast. Today I'm your host, Simranjeet Singh, and with me we have...
Jason Nguyen here, and...
I'm Amrit Singh.
So today we want to talk about the Holland trip, which will be going on tomorrow. And the one word we have prepared is expectations. And we're really excited to go on this trip because it's a really big opportunity.
Yeah, it's going to be an amazing opportunity finally traveling to another country for school.
Although I think that everything is very sudden because we're originally supposed to go to China first.
That's true. I think that the Holland change was very well received amongst the community, though.
Yeah, I think a lot of the parents were more willing to send their kids to Holland than China because it was closer and it's like people have a better view of it as it being safer.
Although the students from last year really liked China, so I kind of wanted to see what that looked like.
Yeah, that would have been interesting to see, though.
So who's packed?
I'm packed a little, most part. Everything I have left is just medications and lotions and all that.
Packing, I've bought the supplies. They're sitting there, and they're staring at me to be packed, but I think I'm going to wait till the last minute, as I normally do.
Yeah, same. I haven't packed anything yet. I think I'm still going shopping today to buy some last-minute supplies. But hopefully we don't miss the flight and we actually go to the trip. And... yeah, we're going to be staying with host families in Holland, so...
yeah, that sounds great, but that is very scary as well, since we don't know these people, and this is our first time hanging out in another house.
I still think it's a good opportunity, though. We can meet someone new. There will be someone our age, so at least we do have someone there we can talk to and relate to in that sense.
Yeah, that's true. It's just kind of scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least they all speak English, and they seem really nice because they're the one who volunteered to have us stay at their place.
They don't think we speak English.
Oh yeah. But it'll be interesting because I've lived with people before, because I've traveled before in Europe, and it's a different experience, but you get used to it after a couple of days. And especially the people are really nice, and they seem really nice, so I don't think there'll be any problems.
Yeah, since they're really nice, we were supposed to give them gifts as well, and what's your guys' idea on that?
Everyone is just buying maple syrup and then just giving the maple syrup off, because that's the most Canadian thing anyone could think of.
Because the only direction we got from Mr. Monroe is give them something Canadian, and everybody's like, maple syrup.
I've tried doing some research on something besides maple syrup, but anything we have, they probably have something better, like chocolate.
It's there's bacon, yeah, there's fish and all of that, but then there's more customs you have to go through to get it through, and that's just too much work.
Yeah, it's going to be painful as it is, because we're kids, and they're not going to trust us too much, but...
yeah, I'm a little scared of that,
Yeah, so I think maple syrup is the safest bet.
Yeah, but we gotta be different. We gotta improvise and adapt. So, I haven't decided yet, but I'm going shopping. So, if I see anything that catches my eye, I'll buy it today.
Yeah.
And the good thing about this trip is we're only gonna be staying in school for I think 1 day.
1.5 days.
1.5 days. The rest of the time we're just sightseeing everywhere. So, what are you guys excited for?
Anne Frank House will surely be a great experience to go to. I haven't personally actually researched about Anne Frank. I'm really hoping to learn it there. But it will be interesting to see what happened during that dark time and all that.
Yeah, I've heard many things about her, and her story seems really interesting. I'd like to see her history and all that. I've also heard that the streets around there are very interesting as well.
Yeah. Have you guys read the Anne Frank diary?
I have not.
You?
No, I haven't either, but I should.
You should, yeah. I read it in grade 9. It was a good read, and it's really interesting seeing her point of view in those like dark times and fearing what could come tomorrow and like staying up in the house all trapped. But it's a good read. I do recommend it.
Yeah, but for sightseeing as well, besides the Anne Frank house, I've heard we're doing a lot of biking instead of driving.
Yeah, I heard that every day we are supposed to bike about 9K to the school.
It's going to be fun. I mean, like here, I don't think many people have touched a bike in quite some time. I mean, there's people who live like right over there, across the street, who still, kind of need they need a ride to get to school. I think Mr. Monroe said that when they showed the pictures of our school and they saw the lack of bikes, they all laughed because they didn't expect that.
Yeah, but BC itself is a place with a lot of hills, and Holland, I've heard, is a very flat place, so it's a lot easier to bike there.
Yeah.
I used to bike back in my childhood in Italy because it was flat there as well. So I have some experience with the bike, fallen multiple times, but hopefully I can pick it back up because it's been years since I've ridden a bike.
I've occasionally driven a bike, but I'll try my best.
Yeah, and the weather is gonna be a little bit on the rainy side, I think.
Yeah, the weather, it seems to be that like it will be a little bit colder than normal, and there will also be like a little bit of rain and pretty cloudy. Thankfully, the mosquitoes. There are very little mosquitoes at this time of the year.
Yeah, and when we do go to the schools, we're supposed to like exchange projects, and because we learn ours like pretty new way of teaching, project-based teaching, right? And they still go with the old system with the percentages. So that'd be interesting to talk to them about that.
Yeah, I think that system right now for us is what works better since we've grown up with that. But right now we're going with the 8-point system.
Let's get into that in another discussion, perhaps maybe later.
Yeah. So, any final thoughts?
I'm thinking that it will be a great journey. I don't actually remember anything about growing up in Belgium, and I really wanted to see, like, I remember tidbits here and there of beautiful scenes and all that, but I don't actually remember the full picture.
Yeah, this is my first time going to Europe for longer than a day or even a couple hours, and I'm really excited to see it.
Yeah, I haven't been back in Europe in so long, and also, like, staying with somebody else, and I think I might be staying alone as well. So, staying with somebody's house and like getting to meet new people and living with them will like help me gain lots of new experience talking to people and hopefully change me for the better as well.
Yeah, I'm hoping that traveling to other people's houses and talking to students in school will help me break out my shell and be able to be more open to others back home.
Yeah, I agree. There's one huge expectation that I have not mentioned yet, and that's food. I remember eating lotus. I don't know if lotus is actually in the Netherlands. I know it was in Belgium, but I hope it's there. It's one of the best chocolate and sweets and all of that you could ever imagine. I'm really crossing my fingers that we could get to eat very good food like that.
Well, something I want to eat, but I probably won't be able to, is something from Gordon Ramsay's restaurant.
Are we even going there?
I'm not sure, but I'm hoping it's
we can
close by.
Pray, yeah. Because I think we have one day that we're like kind of sleeping in, and because most of it's really structured and a lot of stuff. We're doing a lot of stuff in a very short amount of time. But we have that one day we can like be free and maybe we'll go there.
It's still not fully concrete though. Like it's busy, but what it's busy with is unknown to us. It's not even known to the people who actually take us there.
Because at the end of the day, it's like our experience, right? So if you want to do something else, we can do what we want. So that's all for today. Thanks for listening and see you next time. Bye.